Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Jonathan Kuminga reacts to Steve Kerr moving him to bench. Golden State Warriors forward Jonathan Kuminga recently returned from a 6-game injury absence. Prior to going down with an injury, Kuminga had been in the starting lineup for Golden State. Having started 44 games for the Warriors this season, Kuminga is amid a breakout campaign, averaging a career-high 16.4 ppg. In Kuminga's absence, the Warriors were able to find some success starting Draymond Green and Tracy Jackson-Davis together in the front court, which is a pairing that Steve Kerr plans to stick with even with Kuminga back in the mix. Speaking with reporters following Golden State's win over the Utah Jazz, Kuminga shared his reaction to Kerr's decision to bring him off the bench. "It don't affect me at the end of the day," Kuminga said. "As long as I know I go out there and affect us winning, that's all that matters. Everything is moving well. Why would you want to move away from what is moving well? Me personally, I think since I've been out everything has been moving just fine. It's not because I'm out that everything is moving fine, but at this point everything is moving well, so we're gonna stick with what's helping us win." Focused only on what is best for the team, Kuminga is fine with his new role off the bench, and still projects to play a lot of minutes for the Warriors down the stretch of the season. Warriors face backlash after play-in clincher, have some shame. Following the Houston Rockets' loss to the Dallas Mavericks, the Golden State Warriors are playoff-bound. But they'll have to compete in the play-in tournament first. That's cause for celebration in the Bay. Or at least, it is for the Warriors' social team. They posted a graphic on the team's Twitter account, celebrating the clinch on April 7th. In between 4 championships since 2015, Stephen Curry and company have missed the postseason just twice, and both down years can be credited to injury. It's safe to say an expectation has been built in the Bay, by fans and players alike. Which is why fans roasted the team's Twitter account in response to the tweet. "Have some shame," wrote Sam Esfandiari, co-host of the Light Years pod on Blue Wire. "I'd rather have a banner-raising ceremony for a Summer League title than tweet this," said columnist for The Athletic, Seth Partnow. User Evanum, at Evanumx on Twitter, wrote congrats on being in the top 66% of the Western Conference. ESPN has the Golden State Warriors 2023 to 2024 title odds at plus 6,000, 12th in the NBA. Given their standing with the 19th best record in the NBA, that's mighty generous. Their championship history can be credited for the at least average title odds. Golden State's also on a run to end the year, having won 7 in 10 games. That's despite being a little banged up, with Andrew Wiggins and Jonathan Kuminga dealing with nagging injuries. After missing 6 consecutive games with knee tendinitis, Kuminga is returning for the April 7th matchup with the Utah Jazz. The 21-year-old forward has been one of the league's most improved players this season, averaging 16.3 points, 4.8 rebounds, and 2.1 assists in 70 games this season. Kuminga is an integral part of this Warriors lineup. They'll need him for any playoff run. Golden State is 25-19 when the former lottery pick appears in the starting 5 this season. In 337 possessions where Kuminga joins Andrew Wiggins, Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson, the Warriors are outscoring opponents by 18.1 points per 100 possessions, per cleaning the glass. And if you swap Thompson for rookie Brandon Podziemski, the output is still top of the league, plus 12.5, scoring 119.5 points per 100 possessions, and allowing 107. That's through 488 possessions, and the defensive line ranks in the 97th percentile. Jonathan Kuminga's return is one of the final puzzle pieces that resemble that of the Golden State Warriors' title hopes. But he's not the player in the wind as the season winds down. Andrew Wiggins, arguably the third-best player on the Warriors' most recent championship team in 2022, has missed consecutive games with left ankle soreness. His absence isn't as critical as Kuminga's, which is a turn of the tables from recent history. But head coach Steve Kerr and the coaching staff are likely confident in Wiggins picking up the pace in the postseason. Or at least, they're hoping so. On the year, Wiggins is averaging 13 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 1.7 assists per game. Those are all lower than his 2022 to 2023 averages. He's seen a major dip in his shooting percentages too. Wiggins shot 47% from the field and 39% from three last year. This season he's hitting just 45% from the field and 35% from three. Per cleaning the glass, in 2,397 possessions with Wiggins on the floor and Kuminga off, Golden State is being outscored by 2.4 points per 100 possessions. If you swap the two, those numbers jump, with the Warriors outscoring opponents by 4.1 points in 2,471 possessions. Regardless of the analytics, Wiggins is a player who's become a part of Kerr's system. As one of the greatest coaches of all time, he'll find the adjustments that work with both players healthy and on the floor. He's going to have to, if the Warriors, unlike their social media team, are focused beyond the play-in tournament and on a deep playoff run. Potential next team for Warriors: Klay Thompson named, one of worst-kept secrets. Klay Thompson's resurgence in the second half of the season has led pundits to believe he will command more than the Golden State Warriors' initial offer last summer. One of them is The Athletic's Tim Kawakami, who revealed that a rising playoff contender from the Eastern Conference is a legitimate threat to the Warriors in re-signing Thompson this summer. One of the worst-kept secrets in the league is that Orlando, loaded with young talent but not with shooters, might offer Klay a ton of money next summer, Kawakami wrote on April 8. The Magic could have as much as $66 million in cap space this summer, according to Bleacher Report's salary cap guru Eric Pincus. Orlando, currently third in the Eastern Conference, lacks shooting to complement their young 1-2 punch of Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. The Magic are last in three-pointers made this season, averaging only 11.1 per game as of April 8. Thompson is averaging 3.4 threes per game this season and shooting at 38.4%. The Magic could easily trump what the Warriors initially offered last summer. I'm told that the Warriors offered a deal, 2 years in the range of $48 million in extension, to Klay Thompson before the season, and now there's no deal, The Athletic's Shams Charania reported on the December 13 episode of Run It Back on FanDuel TV. Since Thompson returned to the starting lineup against the Miami Heat on March 26, he's been hitting 4 of 10 threes. Thompson has regained his all-star form, averaging 21.0 points, 3.0 rebounds, and 2.7 assists with a ridiculous 50/40/100 shooting split. And the best thing about his resurgence is the Warriors won 6 of 7 with Thompson a plus 56 in this torrid stretch. With Stephen Curry sitting out due to injury management on Sunday, April 7, against the Utah Jazz, the 34-year-old Thompson carried the Warriors to a 118-110 victory with a game-high 32 points. Thompson has made great strides since coach Steve Kerr demoted him to a sixth-man role beginning on February 15, interestingly, against the Jazz. In 25 games since that, including his return to the starting lineup, the five-time NBA All-Star is averaging 18.9 points on 45.9% from the field and 41.1% from the three-point line. After Sunday's win against the Jazz, Thompson beamed with pride for playing 74 games and still counting this season, his most since the 2018-19 season. "I missed maybe 3, 4 games this year," Thompson told reporters. "That's incredible after 2 years plus of rehab. So that's something I can hang my hat on and be proud of. Just being durable throughout the season." That durability Kawakami pointed out to be an ace off Thompson's sleeve when the negotiation talks for a new contract commences again this summer with the Warriors. The more durable he continues to be, the larger the contract he deserves. The Warriors should absolutely try to bring him back, and not just as a sentimental gesture, Kawakami wrote. It will be interesting to see how much the Warriors are willing to offer this time around, especially after owner Joe Lacob said they plan to get out of the luxury tax, as he told Kawakami back in February. And you, fan, what do you think of the situation of Klay Thompson? Leave your opinion in the comments.